Hello and welcome to another Out of Spec Reviews video. Welcome back to the Nürburgring, where today we are driving something really silly on the track. We are taking the Renault Zoe. This is Europe's one of their most popular electric cars. It's a little front wheel drive city hatchback. We're gonna charge it up to 100%. We're gonna put 4 people inside of this thing and we're gonna do a lap of the ring and see how it goes. So what do you say we charge it up? I'll show you around the car a little bit and then we'll hit the road. And by road, of course, I mean racetrack. But during Touristenfahrten, which is all day today on this particular Sunday, you can take any street legal vehicle around the Nürburgring, from buses and things all the way down to little hatchbacks. It is possible that buses are no longer allowed, but go back a few years and you'll see them ripping around the ring. It's the coolest thing ever. But today we have the little Renault Zoe, air-cooled battery pack, front-wheel drive, zero performance cred here, folks. It has an eco mode, it doesn't have a sport mode, but we are gonna give it everything she has to offer around the track. It's actually my first time ever driving a Zoe or even sitting in one, so I have to say, I think it looks, my personal opinion, a little bit basic, a little bit boring. This is more transportation than it would be enthusiast motoring, but at the end of the day, this is what a lot of people want. And surprisingly, there's another Zoe here doing laps, same exact spec. So gotta love the enthusiasm from the owners. Anyway, let's get inside and wait no longer. I can't wait to see this little electric hatchback shred the Nürburgring. Our smart car gets absolutely destroyed hauling our dogs around the city. And a big thanks to EV Wash, a really cool sustainable car care company that makes these glass bottles that are filled with organic cleaning materials. Take a look at this. The nice thing about EV Wash is your kit comes in a really nice carrying case. It's small, compact, but more importantly, it's sustainable. So when you run out of juice inside your glass container, you go on, you purchase one of these very inexpensive refill biodegradable paper packs, fill back up your solution, and then you don't have to keep buying bottles every time you run out of car cleaning supplies. Really awesome. Out of Spec 30 is our code. Use it at the link in the description. You'll get 30% off your order. We are now in the Renault Zoe. This is a 2021 car, or 2020. We're not totally sure, but new-ish. Yep. Only has 11,000 kilometers on it. But you just drove this up from Switzerland.
Yes,
so can you explain what that was like? Because obviously this doesn't have DC fast charging, so how long did it take? How did you find stations? What happened?
I used different apps to find the charging points.
So different apps, not one app that shows them all.
They were all on one app, but I used a second app to double check if the charging points were open.
Smart.
But other than that, it was pretty easy. Just plug in, put the card to the charging point, and then that's it.
And how long does it take to charge?
About an hour.
Because it's 22 kilowatt AC, yeah. Right? So it's about 2 hours 0 to full, but you never do that in real world. You pull in with 20, 30%, charge it up to 80, 90, something like this.
Yeah, so up to 80, I charged 1 hour, I guess.
Nice. And then after 80, does it start to slow down a little bit?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, yeah, so you just leave as soon as it tapers. That's nice. Well, cool for you to drive all the way up here from Switzerland to hang out with us at the Nürburgring and to let me take your Zoe around. I've never driven a Zoe, or really a Renault for that matter, so I'm quite excited. And let's run through the specs while we wait for some of this traffic to clear. So this is a little hatchback electric car, but they're extremely popular in Europe, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Looks like this GT4 just broke down here, Tijmen. It's a GT4 MR. Yikes. Or maybe he was stopped by the police and they're towing his car, who knows. Obviously, we're heading on to the Nürburgring here in a second, but 52 kilowatt hour usable mini GP3. And 58 kilowatt hour installed, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty good. Air-cooled battery pack. This is going to be interesting to see how it does on the ring. In terms of setup, I need to see, is there a way I can turn off traction control anywhere? I don't think there is. So we're going to be, oh, that thing sounded pretty cool. Yeah, I see no traction control off buttons anywhere. And yeah, we'll just go with it. That's okay. It's tourist laps. We don't want to slide around. We don't want to do anything. It's front wheel drive, I believe. I've really only driven it down the street, but it drives front wheel drive. Air-cooled battery pack on the ring is going to be interesting because we are unsure if it's going to be overheating or not. So, and then you're going to drive this after, right?
Yes, I will.
Awesome. I'm so excited. So let's see. They're pulling all the bikes away, but perhaps we have to go this way, or we're okay? Let's see. We're okay? Great. Oh, okay to go. Look at that old CTS-V in front of us, Tijmen.
A C6 vet.
And this is America Freedom right here.
Hell yeah.
And we're in the Renault. So let's see if I can get close enough for the card reader, not damage a GoPro. Look again for a traction control. I don't see one. That's all right. All right, we'll let this guy go ahead in the 3 Series, because I imagine if we can pass someone, this would be a win. Okay. Our goal is to pass someone. There's a lot of spicy cars out here today, but we do want to go for a pass. So let's see. We've just gone past the gates. I have the car in B mode, which increases regen, but it will also regen in drive mode. I feel like I'm sitting in a van. There's no height adjustments for the driver's seat, and I'm wide open throttle past the kickdown point, 70 kilometers per hour. We already are getting passed right off the bat by a Volkswagen. We're gonna do a lot of right turn signal, waiting for others to pass. I genuinely have never even taken a corner in this car quickly, so we're gonna take it a little bit easy. Top speed limit of 145 kilometers per hour. We're at the limiter. You holding on tight in your Zoe? Oh, it's a little roly-poly. Coming in under braking. Oh, it feels like a minivan. The steering is so light. Yeah, front wheel drive, just pulsing the traction control through there. But it's actually so much lighter than the Taycan that it feels really like you can nimble rip this thing around, just stuff it into a corner. Traction control is really aggressive though, so it's just grabbing brakes everywhere. So we'll have to monitor brake temperature similar to the other cars that we've had today. We have a car coming around for a pass. We're gonna stay to the outside, let them go. Subaru, it's a Boobaroo. We're just keeping it wide open throttle. Can we hang with the Subaru on the brakes? Into the corner. Look at the Zoe, almost keeping up with the Subaru. It's hanging on for dear life. Oh, it's pretty quick actually on the brakes. Let's just signal right for this guy to go for his pass. We'll let him go around the outside. And back to wide open throttle. We'll hit the S's and then we'll let the Porsche by. Let's clip it. Oh, it feels like we're gonna tip it by doing that. All right, Cayman, go on by, buddy. Nicely done. Oh, GT4s everywhere. Isn't this incredible? And wide open throttle. Let's hit it right out to the edge. A little bit of rubber. Love it. Oh, and we're pegged down the straightaway. Do you think we can jump it over the hill? We're gonna try. So 146, and is it gonna get light on us? It does get a little light. Stuffing it into a corner, of course. It's just so interesting how nimble it is to get into a corner. We have an Audi absolutely shredding up behind us, so we will just move right.
We have a couple
Couple cars,
cars.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice. We'll just stay with our right turn signal on, let everyone go by. Whoa! And you can see everyone get light up over the hill. That's awesome. Really cool. In the Porsche. Let's keep it pinned through here. We have a hard braking zone here. You can see everyone's taillights flashing in front of us. This is because they're on the brakes hard enough. Not legal in the US to do this, by the way. We require a steady brake light, but they do allow a secondary brake light to come on under a certain amount of G deceleration or if ABS is triggered. Letting some more cars go by, back to wide open throttle, down the straight. Oh, look at the back end of that thing dancing around. The Zoe's doing well, 150, 152 down the straightaway, 153. It's saying something. What does that mean?
Brake, you have to brake.
I have to brake, why? Oh, because we probably exceeded the speed of the motor. It's yelling at me in German, I don't understand. All right, and oh, it actually handles beautifully when you get it in the limit. Let's let all these cars go on by. We'll take the outside line. Ah! As long as they don't hit us. That would be quite a disaster. Wide open throttle, traction control blinking. I'm impressed that it's still giving us all this power. We're down to 95% state of charge. I believe we started at 99.
Yeah, we did.
And yeah. So what is the range on this? Because I know someone will ask. We just looked it up. 240, right?
Yeah.
Miles or 220 miles?
Yeah.
240 miles WLTP. So EPA, which it's not rated for. Oh, crash in front of us, but he's using the rally car heritage to pull him out of the situation. Going through the dust. I think he's fine. Back on track and back on throttle. This is the crazy thing about Torsten is you get just crazies absolutely everywhere, like us and a Zoe. All right, more people behind us? No, there was. Yeah, but I think that maybe someone went off behind us because there was someone a lot closer, I thought. Doesn't matter, the Zoe's shredding. A little bit of braking, just clinging on for dear life through here. Managing the weight. Yep, these coming up, we'll just stay right, let them pass. Yep, in through the tight section, of course. This is where the Zoe should have an edge. Coming right on the brakes. Wow, the brakes are holding up way better. Way better than the ID3's brakes were. And now we're in the speed restricted zone. Everyone doesn't really follow it, but we will, of course, especially as we're recording this. We will just stay at 70 kilometers per hour, then it drops to 50. This is where some of the emergency folks will stay. So let's just skid on through here under the speed limit. No, we're going a little over. That's okay. Back to de-restricted. Can it do the climb out of the back here? Let's see. Full throttle. Come on, Zoe. Unwind the steering. It goes to full power. Feels like it's limiting a little bit.
Yeah.
Come on, Zoe. 120 kilometers per hour now. What an interesting little car. Keeping it pinned through here. On the brakes. Wow, the brakes are awesome. I have to say, so impressed here with the brakes. Full power. Stop cutting power when we're skidding. This would be a lot better with like some grippy tires and no traction control. It would actually be pretty fun, I think.
Time to pull some fuses.
Time to pull some fuses. That's right. Timon's got the right idea. We can just keep it probably flat out through here. No problem. This is crazy in the Zoe. Yep, here's another flat out left-hander. And we got a pretty spicy car coming up on the behind. It's one of those Megane RS's. Those are pretty nice. And we're sitting at max speed here as they go by. Oh, it's a Renault Sport RS. I think it's a Megane. Maybe I'm wrong on the exact model name. We don't get them in the US, but that's a Renault as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And we're in a Renault.
No.
The Renault Wave! So what do you think about letting someone drive your car like this?
I think it's fun.
Yeah, good.
I
Me
would
too.
hope so.
I don't approve of it right now.
Here we are, everyone holding on for a big braking zone and on the brakes. Coming up to the carousel, the best part of the track. Will the Zoe flip in the carousel?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, but it would make for good content.
That's true.
Oh, we have a nice BMW coming up behind us. We'll let him pass to hit the carousel. And then, of course, we want to duck in as well. So here we go. On the way in. Dun, 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 dun. I love it. Look at this thing. Holding on for dear life. Full power. Woo! What a blast. Heading out to the 145 sign. And Tijmen and Alyssa, how's the backseat room?
Headspace is limited.
Headspace is limited.
And there's a lot of movement back there.
We're a little all cramped in the Zoe. Man, hitting curbs in this thing really just feels like it's going to flip over. Just chucking it around. I feel like we're really thermal limiting on the power. Look, that's wide open throttle. It's barely accelerating. Coming down through a really fun section of the track, quite dynamic, stresses the chassis, of course. A lot of transitions, under braking, which is always an interesting situation. And we have, I believe, a 1M. It was just full sideways behind us coming up. We're going to let them go for a pass. Yep. Cars coming up in the mirror. Nice, nice. 135, not a 1M. And 2 more coming as well.
Yeah.
We'll let them go on by. Again. Lotus, go, buddy. Nice.
That sounds good.
Back to full power in the Zoe. Out to the rumble strips.
Real race car
It's
driver.
YouTube corner. We gotta give them a show. Full power. Come on, Zoe. I feel like that would look good on a YouTube clip. All right, get in. Front tires are sticky. We got traffic coming up. Come on, traffic. Oh, M8 coming up hard too. Look at this one, Tijmen. Oh, M5, excuse me. Oh, drifting the M5 through there. Let's take some air. Here we are, under braking. Whoop! On the brakes. Oh, ABS freaked out. Did you feel that? As soon as the tires came up, it just grabbed the brakes as hard as it could. So awesome. Here we are, another downhill one. Woo! You're not feeling so great back there?
Oh, God.
No?
No, I'm fine.
Good.
Good, because we're not slowing
No,
down.
we're not slowing down. The Zoe's going no matter what. It's so funny. It's basically regenning on the downhills when we're already at max speed, but it can't even hold itself back. I love that we exceeded the max speed of the Zoe. It should be happy. Like, it did better than you were designed, and you're telling us to slow down? And down through the last little thumpy section. Here we go. Getting it in under tire squeal. We are absolutely on the ragged edge of the Zoe. Robin, your thoughts as we start to finalize the lap? Is this doing better than you expected?
It definitely is doing better than I expected, yes.
Totally agree. I think this thing is an absolute shredder. Really one of the fastest cars out here, as you can tell. Oh, and here comes a really spicy GR Yaris. We're still back to wide open throttle. Can we hit max speed under the end of the lap? And 145K past the start finish. And there's a lap in the Zoe. Nice work, everyone. Alyssa, glad you held it all in there. The interior does seem easy to clean, though. And what's funny is that we're down to 82% state of charge and feels fine. Didn't really overheat that badly.
No, it was good.
And look, still pretty good power. It's maybe not as eager as it once was.
Yeah.
But it'll come back once it cools down. Cool time. Thanks for watching another Out of Spec Reviews video. This is my first time ever driving a Zoe. They're so popular in Europe. I don't know if it would do well in the US. Do you think it would do well in the US? No. But in Switzerland it does. It's a perfect car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. And we are really enjoying our time here at the Nürburgring.